Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay then. Stuff. Things. Here we are. It's the second video blog. Uh. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. So anyway, that whole thing with the coronavirus. It, now the coronavirus it's not fake. I mean, it's a real thing, you know. But what I'm thinking is that they're making more of a bigger deal on the coronavirus thing, um, in order to be able to, you know, like, like they're pushing that narrative and everything. They already faked the election, so it's gone and all of that. So they don't really need to do that, right? But now, when the coronavirus thing is, no, everybody is all getting convenience for the coronavirus, right? So now people the convenience to the coronavirus and all of that other stuff, right? Right now, right? But then later on, now what happens is, um, they make a big deal out of the coronavirus thing, even though like 99% of the people that get it survive and stuff, right? But um, yeah, like suspiciously, they make it a big deal about the fucking coronavirus and stuff because later on down the road, there's going to be another virus, something else, something worse and stuff. But because of the fact that people are, all, um, inconvenienced and, weirded out and stuff about the coronavirus and then this and that and all that other stuff. And then now, once we'll call it the zombie virus, right? There's a zombie virus that comes by and then everything, and then everybody's fucking turning into zombies and shit, and they're not even trying to bother to like protect themselves or anything like that because they're just so friggin' fed up with the coronavirus thing. Then they've been conditioned, to a certain extent that like I mean because like the whole coronavirus thing and all that other stuff and like yeah, so they've been conditioned with that over response and overreact and all of that shit, and then the next thing um there's the zombie virus. Now the zombie virus, because of the fact that there's all of this, the boy who cried wolf type shit going on there right there like that. And now all of a sudden, now they're not reacting, they're not responding. So now all of a sudden, everybody becomes zombies and shit because of that fucking shit. That's what's going on. So that's what I'm thinking. These motherfuckers are preconditioning people to not respond to the next virus, which is probably deadlier and worse and all fucked up and shit because they're over responding to the bullshit with this fucking, this virus thing going on there, right there, like that. And that's what's going on. That's what I'm thinking right there, right? Now, also, they overdid it because, they're going to oversell that shit. So they have this, an excuse to, voter fraud and things like that. But now that voter fraud is done, and they've already stole the election. I mean, and like it's not like the Republicans didn't know that the fucking Democrats weren't going to steal the elect. That they were going to steal the election or whatever, because I mean, they're probably all two sides of the same coin. You see, they're two sides of the same coin. They uh, will you concede if and they're asking them like that way in advance, as they're like, setting things up like, well, you concede if, yada yada yakety schmackety. But the reality is that no, because they stole the election. But um, what are we gonna do about it? Because what can we do about it? I mean, like except for like some psycho that's gonna go crazy and shoot up a mall or some fucking dumb shit like that. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, there are gonna be fucking crazy people that will do crazy shit just because of the fact that they're gonna lose their marbles if the president isn't in office. I mean, but the reality is that the reason why they're gonna fucking lose their marbles and all of that is so that way um, they can steal our gun rights and things, and like so they can try to steal our guns, and like and try to uh, impose like all these regulatory restrictions and all this bullshit and everything because that's the way things are like that. I mean, you know, like the analogy that I used yesterday uh, on the other uh, diary blog, right? On the other diary blog, I said, if there was an asshole that was driving like an asshole, and like and then like so because one asshole drives like an asshole, that means that they can take away everybody's fucking car, like, and that's the same thing with the guns. I mean, like one moron, one fucking moron gets a hold of a gun, and then like, start shooting and shit like that. And now nobody can have fucking guns because of one fucking moron, right? Well, no, that should not be the case. That should not be the case. You know, I mean, if nothing else, it should be that more people need to have guns in order to be able to stop the moron who has the gun to begin with. Because if you're equally as armed, or if you've got 6 or 12 other fucking people who are equally as armed as this guy is, right? Then boom. I mean, this guy doesn't stand a fucking chance. So like, you could blow this guy out of the water 6 ways to Sunday. You know, I mean, just all these other people who have guns. So yeah, I mean, so as far as that, that whole bullshit anal probe fucking, uh, Democrat dumb shit going on there. Fuck them. I mean, that's just dumb. That's just fucking dumb. Hmm. Fuck me now. God damn. It's gone a little bit flat. It's a little bit flat. It might be. I see it flat. I got another beer. I got the part of this one and then the other one over there. So I'll drink that. And then I get that nasty ass fucking popcorn that's been sitting there for like an hour and a half. Uh, and but yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. And I see this shit in the news and all this other stuff about, like, the possibility of Donald Trump, contesting election and all of this stuff. And the reality is that no, they're all part of the same pervert society that molest children, and and shit like that. There's some kind of goddamn uh some weird shit where like they set their nuts on fire, and and they spin around in circles and all that other weird shit. It, the Satanism, and whatever, fucking, Illuminati and well, not actually. I'm not gonna sell out the Illuminati like that because yeah, actually, I listened to some of the shit that the Illuminati was saying and stuff. I think it's sales pitch though. Like I mean, like they get a certain amount of suckers. Like a certain amount of suckers and things to join, and then like they'll join and they'll be let on at the lower level. Just because kind of like with the Christianity that thing, right? And then like the real Christians or whatever, they're sitting in the back, sleeping with prostitutes and having snorting cocaine and all that other shit, and getting rich off of donation money, you know? Yeah. So like, yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of churches that are like that too, like I mean, where they pimp and hoes and things, and like, and then the hoes, like they try to get you to join the church and everything, and so like 10% of your income is like whatever yada yada yakety schmackety and things, and so that pays enough for like one of the hoes for like twice a month or whatever, and then so yeah, and then yeah, so fuck it, man. I don't um but yeah, and ne- never, ever, ever leave your children unattended in a church, any church. I don't care what kind of church. Never, ever, ever, ever leave your children unattended in a church. I mean, you hear so much that's going on with that. That's because that's the way they roll like that and stuff. And so, like, I mean, yeah, even if it's Sunday school with like lots of witnesses and things like that, because you never know what the fuck they're doing. You never know. I mean, they can sneak off an opportunity, and the next thing you know, little Johnny is getting raped. I mean, that's just the way things are. It's just a fucking sick world, man, and you gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful. You know. So yeah, this popcorn is pretty good. It's I don't know what the fuck it is. This is gourmet microwave popcorn. Maybe that's the name brand or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty good though. Yeah, and then close light, close light. This shit is flat right here. This is flat. I'm gonna have to drink the rest of it. After I drink the rest of it, um, then I got that other one that's over there, and it's like mostly full, except for like a little bit that Angela drank the rest out of here. Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, um, as far as the whole stimulus package, of course they're gonna fucking agree on shit now that their paychecks are, are up for yeah, yeah, the government's gonna shut down, so oh yeah, we gotta rush to get this shit done and all of that. Yeah, dumbasses. Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta rush to get that done and and all of that shit and stuff. And so like, hey, now that we're paying ourselves out of their paycheck and out of their wallets, let's pay them out of their wallets too. Because, like, I mean, uh, that's like crack logic or something. I mean, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that even crackheads would be smarter than that, you know. But whatever. And yeah, so they're gonna pay us out of our own pockets, stimulus package, stimulus package. Like yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. All the money that you fucking taxed out of me, and out of my wife, and out of my, and my father and my grandparents and my mother and and all my great grandparents and all of this shit, and then like all of a sudden you're gonna pay me what? you know, hey, this, yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah. So it's a tax refund before you get a tax refund, and you're probably not gonna get a tax refund. So yeah. Uh, so this April, when you're looking for a tax refund, um, yeah, more likely than not, you know, when they send you that $600 and shit, that's probably out of your tax refund. Yeah, that because that's the way they roll like that. It's not free money, man. I mean, it's not like I mean, they print money. They print money at random, but you know, I mean, it's not legitimate money. It's not real money. It's not legitimate money until after they take it out of your pocket. You know, they take it out of your pocket after you've already earned it. After you've worked your ass off for fucking 40 hours a week and, 8 hours a day and all of that and just blood, sweat, tears, and screaming and crying and farting and shitting your pants and all of that. And then you go home at the end of the day and like you're stabbing yourself in the face and taking aspirin and everything, drinking your ass off and you know arguing and screaming and crying and peeing and whatever, and then after that, all that to starve you, and like after 12 times of being stopped by the police for just because um and after so much of bullshit, just random bullshit and things like that, and random in your face, because of course you're gonna be caught up with something. Of course you're gonna get caught up with something because I mean, that's the way they roll. And if you're not going to get caught up with something on your own, then somebody will introduce themselves into your life that will get you caught up into something. So you wind up going to court and you wind up going to the jail and things like that. That is like right there, like that there, because that's the way things are. You get set up like that, you know? I mean, so like, I mean, you could be, just, chilling out, having a good time, like, living life and all that other stuff. And then all of a sudden, you got like, banzai! You get one of those fucking suicide motherfuckers that just jump into your shit and just start fucking with you, because, that's the way things are, you know? Uh, what do I call berserkers. You get some fucking berserker, right? Because I mean, and their army, or military or something, like they're part of one of the branches of government or whatever the hell, especially down, in like urban areas and things like that. You get all of these, former military or whatever, and then they go berserker, and then they just start, running amok, and then they draw you into some kind of chaos or bullshit, and then yeah, and now you're drawn into this fucking bullshit and chaos and things like that. You wind up going to jail, and so you wind up going to court. So now you're paying for the jail thing, you're paying for the court thing, you're paying for the that shit because that's the way they roll like that, right? So they wind up getting you involved in I mean, like all kinds of weird shit. I mean, you name it. I mean, fuck, who knows? I mean, you could be burying a body or whatever the fuck. They pull you into that shit. You know, and so like that's yeah, yeah. So yeah, don't trust people that you don't know. That's the moral of the story on that dumb shit. Yeah, don't trust people that you don't know. And even the people that you do know, even the people that you do know, only trust them as long as you know them. As like I mean, like you may know a guy for like a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Uh, but who's not to say that they're not like government Al Qaeda type thing? Like I mean, who's to say that they're not um what's the word I'm looking for? Narcoleptic. Uh, like narco. Like that like they're gonna set you up for failure, so that way you wind up going to jail and shit like that. They'll encourage you to do some kind of crazy dumb shit and things like that, and then all of a sudden you take the fall, and the next thing like yeah, you know I mean, some FBI, CIA operative or whatever, you know, and they're like, oh, hey, I'll show you this and this and this and all of this shit and everything. Yeah, and you're following suit and you're thinking like, wow, this is cool. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Yeah, maybe this guy is right. Because like you're listening to him, and he seems trustworthy and whatever, or she seems trustworthy, right? Because she's blowing your dick, and then the next thing you know, you wind up fucking in prison. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, don't trust the government. Don't trust people that you don't know. I mean, people that you don't know for like a long, 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 long time. Like I mean, you got to know people for a fucking long time. You got to be tight, elite. You know, just be elite. Be elite. I mean, people that you know, and then people that you don't know. You talk around the people that you know about shit that that they you know. But as far as people that you don't know, don't talk about shit. Don't 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 listen to shit. Don't listen to shit because they will get you caught up. Don't listen to shit. Don't don't talk about shit. Fuck them. Yeah, yeah. Just be wary. Be wary. Beware. That's what's the word I'm looking for? Red alert. Red alert. Yeah? Yeah, it's red alert. Yeah. Anybody that just all of a sudden introduces themselves and then like I mean they're just too fucking good to be true or whatever the fuck. Don't let them in your life. Don't let them in your life until you know them, until you know them. Right? Like I mean filter it out. You know, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, whatever time it takes. Where, uh, but not right then, right then. You know, always, because I mean, like they will set you up for fucking failure and shit. People will wander into your life, um, um, try to get you caught up. You know, try to get you to buy things that you didn't initially try to buy. You know, try to get you to do things that you didn't initially think to do. Yeah, like yeah, and then so you wind up doing that, and then you wind up getting arrested. You wind up going to jail, and here's the thing: you think that the other guy is going to jail too, because the other guy was involved. But the reality is that This guy has been working for the government the whole time, and so this motherfucker is immune. So any kind of crazy shit that this motherfucker is doing, he's fine. He's good. Yeah, perfectly fucking good. The whole goddamn time, he's perfectly good. Just whatever, he can get away with it, get away with it. Yeah, yeah. You don't know that. That hooker that you're sleeping with, how do you know that she's not fucking FBI or CIA? How do you know at the same time that she's not, that she's blowing you, that she's not, you know, being an informant? No, yeah, you're enjoying the sex, enjoying it, you know. But now, what's the price? What's the price? Right there. You got to think about that, right? What the fuck is the price? What the fuck is the price? Yeah, yeah. All right, that shit is spent. Fucking hell. Oh, oh, this is my baby Yoda back here, right there. I got this. Believe it or not, this Yoda right here, the one that I'm pointing to. This one right here. That when I got D batteries into the Yoda, it moves and like does all kinds of weird robot shit and things like that. Uh, Not really sure what the hell it does because I've only had a D battery that was like half dead, and it lasted like a short period of time before it fucking died. And that was about that on that with that. Uh, the the stormtrooper really doesn't do shit. It's just but I think it's cool. Um, yeah, it's like it's a stormtrooper. Uh, yeah. So that's yeah, yeah, things and stuff. I don't know. Fuck it. But yeah. So yeah, that's about that on that with that. And fuck, I need to get a light. Hold up a minute. I'm gonna put this shit on pause for a minute, and I'm gonna go get a light off for the stove and take a leak, and then I'll continue to record in a minute. Okay?